Hey, good morning, Klara, Adalena. Going live on love. Ooh, love and relationships. Every time again, I think it's such an awesome topic. But give me a moment while I'm setting myself up correctly so that everybody who wants to see this has access to it. Share. Yay. We're all doing good. Love is everything, right? That feeling coursing through your veins. Love is feeling. It brings together the extremes. It brings together man and woman, woman, man and man, child, parent, everything. Dog and human being, dog and dog. I'm so glad that we're stopping to think that love would only be between a species. It's interspecies, of course. But it also brings together extremes. Let me see if I can find the words for it, because it's so different, yet in love it comes together. Let's say there's more the vanilla love, the really sweetness, the wanting to take care of each other, the wanting to hold each other, the wanting to support each other. That side of love. And there's also the side, and we often put passion on the other side, but I would like to reframe that a bit. Of desire, maybe. And desire doesn't have to be passionate, right? Or, well, that's where it gets interesting. It's not like the passion that we know from the porno. Maybe I should say it that way, right? It's not that kind of passion. Only it can be. But desire is also like, I would really like to have my feet rubbed now. That's desire too. I would really like to have a cup of tea on the perfect temperature. I would really love to be kissed right here. That kind of desire, that is so much part in love, that we dare ourselves to go to these kind of desires, that we dare, hopefully, to speak them, that we get them fulfilled. Most of us want to have them fulfilled without speaking it. Esther, Joanne, good morning, both of you. So it's so beautiful when we start seeing love as this space where this sweet taking care can happen, but just as much where the desire can happen. And once we see that actually they complement each other. Two sides of the same coin, yin and yang, folding into each other. When both of us are just taking care, that gets so boring, right? But when one of us, or preferably both of us, but maybe not exactly at the same time, dare to go to, I was just distracted by another thing. It was so funny, actually. It was somebody who had asked, if women are initiated by earth and men are initiated by women, then what is the role of man? And it's such a silly question, really. Because when you think of it as sexual, when the man enters the woman, then what is the role of woman? It would be just as silly a question. But of course, it's not silly, it's obvious. So that was where I was going. That's what you get when you deal with love all the time. So let's focus. Desire and taking care. The taking care part is so beautiful. When the desire part is present and when the two meet, true magic, true love happen, something that is bigger than the moment. I was in this amazing Tantra retreat over Christmas holiday. And in a way, it was so funny. You know, my brain, my observational brain, starts saying, this is so funny. The whole week, it was very powerful. I loved it. And I hated it, as it should be, right? A lot of discomfort coming up, of course. But it was like it was really building up to this one ritual. And after that, there was time to integrate it. And that one ritual was about just this, allowing the desire and allowing the caregiving. And it was so explicitly about it. And because we had time to grow towards it, you know, then the whole energy builds. But it is so simple, right? You would think that was so obvious. Do you have to go to a Tantra week just to be able to say what you desire? Isn't that what the whole life is about? But when you do it, things change. It was the highlight of the week because we were really connecting. What is it that I truly desire? And that's not as easy as it sounds, right? For me, it was quite a journey. I was in a space of, I just don't know. This is not the people. This is not the place. I just don't desire anything here, right? That kind of feeling. I guess we all know it. Now that's hard in a relationship, right? That doesn't create that vibe of love. My team, who were there to be the caregivers, they were willing, they were friendly. But when I'm in this space of, you don't get that yummy vibe of love. And then for me, it changed when I started seeing others getting what they want, and others were starting to create beautiful little niches in the room with candles and flowers and beautiful stuff. And suddenly it was like, hey, I want that. Ta-da, I want that. It came from deep within. I want that. And when we feel that kind of want, that's desire. And then the whole magic of love can start to fulfill, can start to happen. Once I started to feel what I wanted, the whole process started. And my team, I asked them, you know, will you see if you can create such and such space for me? At first they couldn't. We were together with it, you know, life started happening. And this dynamic of them really wanting to be there for me and me really being able to receive it because I was getting exactly what I wanted in that moment, it started happening. And at the end of, I think, 1.5 hours, we were all having tears in our eyes with that vibe of preciousness, of love, of something bigger than us. So when you're in a loving relationship or when you're desiring a loving relationship, being able to give is beautiful, but many women forget this side of being able to desire, to connect to what you really want, to learn how to say that, to learn what to do when it's blocked. Like for me, it was blocked. Now, if you're on a date, and even if he is the most amazing guy on the planet, resonating with your soul, if I'm in that place of, I just don't know what I want. Do you think it's going to be magical? Do you think he's going to be excited to call me for a second date? Obviously no, right? So when I know what to do, how to help myself, okay, I'm just blocked. I don't know what I want. How can I help myself? Then the magical process starts happening. So my gift to you for today is to really focus more on what do I desire here? And to dare to ask that, to speak that, to make it be known. And not just to hope that somebody will get it anyhow, but to stand for it. This is me, this is Klara, and what I desire is cha cha cha. And again, it could be, for me, I realized after this retreat how important places and energies always are to me. When the energy just isn't right, my upper lip goes up, and the people who know me, they know, like, this is no use. Clara's first desire isn't fulfilled, and then she just can't feel good. It made me so realize that again. So these things are good to know about yourself, because then you can start asking for it. I'll be very sensitive when I'm sitting in a room to where I'm sitting in the room. And if I'm just like, sometimes just saying, hey, I'd like to sit at that table, shall we go there? Maybe just that solves it. And if you're walking on the beach, maybe it's just like, I need 5 minutes of silence to actually feel the beach. Can we have that? Things like that, I know, will help me to connect to the place, to the moment. And from there, it will start to flow. And I know it because I've been practicing this for years, right? But now you get the tip, and now you can start to go that journey much more quickly. So I encourage you to truly tune in to what is it that I desire, and start noticing, start asking, start taking action. And, sometimes it's really a big thing to ask of somebody. I don't know, will you go with me to the sauna, for instance, and just say sweet words to me the whole day? That's a big thing to ask of somebody. But a much smaller thing is, hey, can we go and sit at another table? Right? So I want you to start playing with that. And some people start big, others start small. It doesn't matter as long as you start. And it will make all the difference, whether you're in a longer relationship, in a beginning relationship, or whether you're dating. When you do this, you will feel that the magic shows up, the magic returns, the magic continues. So enjoy the magic, feel what you desire, ask for it. Michelle, good morning. We're just completing, but I'm glad I see you here. And listen to the rest of it. And see you all tomorrow. By the way, tomorrow we have an amazing woman coming up, Laura. Laura has been in the program with me and found an amazing partner. And she's happy to share about her challenges on that path and how she went from it not working to it really working. So I'm really excited. She is an amazing woman, very inspirational, to be with her on this call tomorrow. So tomorrow, 3:30 Amsterdam time, be here, and you will have your chance to ask your questions live to her through the chat. And that, of course, will give incredible value and how you can move from being single to being in that beautiful relationship where you can speak your desires and get them fulfilled. See you on the call tomorrow. Aloha.